This episode was designed to basically tell you, don't count us out. Okay? It was that good. Hey guys, it's Marsha and welcome to Really Seriously For Real. We're talking about season 5. Yes, season 5 of Outlander. The first episode was dropped early. Good episode, was it not? It was really good. It was really good. They definitely put their foot in it. You know, like that was like the good homegrown stuff, right? I'm so extra. We're gonna get into the review in just a second, but first, if you could, just take some time out to go ahead and subscribe and, you know, jump on down in the comments below. Let me know what you thought of the episode or any ideas that you may have for any future videos. Hit the like button if you like these type of videos and if you want to see more of them. Okay, now with that out the way, let's get started with the wedding because that's basically what the episode was. We were guests at Brianna and Roger's wedding and it was really well done. Between the cinematography, the music, the acting, they just, I mean, honestly, they put everything that they had into this episode here. And if this is what we're gonna get for the rest of the episodes, color me impressed. Is that the expression? We'll take it. Claire is just looking on at her daughter with pride. She's just so happy that she's able to be with her in this moment on her wedding day. And then you have this this little moment between Jamie and Roger, which is hilarious. So, you know, Jamie, he's sitting there, he's shaving Roger. And so, you know, he has this straight razor, a little too close to the neck. And it's like, oh dear. Jamie is being very aggressive with Roger's head as he shaves him. But at the same time, it's almost kind of like a good, solid reminder to Roger, like, number 1, I didn't forget. Number 2, don't cross me. Number 3, I'm very good with the blade. Right? That's what I was getting from that. At the same time, he was giving him that reassurance that he is okay with him marrying his daughter and he's there for him. Yeah, and Roger, he wished that he knew more as far as trade is concerned because he'd love to be able to build on to his home or hunt or, you know, like all the things that is needed as this town grows. You know, Jamie, he's just trying to reassure him that it's going to come with time. But in the meantime, we're all here for you. So yeah, that was good. The best part for me was Jamie and Brianna. So Jamie, first of all, he was gathering all of the special items for the bride, right? So something borrowed, something blue, something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue, and then a coin for the shoe. Never heard of that one, but I was like, okay, that's cool. He puts everything on a tray and brings it into the room that Brianna's at. And so she turns around and just the look of pride in his eyes as a father. Oh my gosh, that was just such a beautiful moment. It was a tissue moment. It really was, you know, dabbing at the eyes. It's so annoying because I knew that I was going to do the review right after I watched. And so I had all my makeup on. And I'm like, man, I wanted to do that ugly cry, right? You know, where your whole face is just warped. I know for me, I couldn't help but think about, and especially since I've been rewatching, me and Francois, we've been rewatching all of the seasons. And I couldn't help but remember how he had to send Claire back through the stones before Culloden. And it was just such a powerful image in my mind, at least, of that. Because I'm sure, obviously he's not real, but I'm sure he was thinking that in that moment, you know, like, wow, I get to be a part of this. Well, it's not even, I'm sure he was. I mean, and they're talking about that. Okay, anyway, I'm just like about this way too long. Moving on. So Jamie, he walks her down the aisle. And, you know, again, it's really cool, especially as she's walking down the aisle and you're seeing all these people that you recognize and you have Lord John Grey. And then you have to think, haha, that's so funny because they were just engaged. And now he's a guest at her wedding. You're seeing Governor Tryon. And I'm just like, you know what? We'll get to him later. Then you see Jocasta. So all these people, Jamie gets to stand up and affirm that he is giving his daughter away to Roger. They do their vows. And for me, I immediately started thinking about Claire and Jamie's wedding. And then, of course, lo and behold, here they go. The show inserts a clip of Claire and Jamie's wedding as Brianna and Roger are doing their vows. And I'm just like, y'all just need to sit down and shut your mouth. That was not nice. More waterworks. I'm sitting here dabbing in my eyes. I'm like, mascara, you better stay put. Everyone seemed like they were just so happy. But yeah, okay. So then let's get back to this Governor Tryon. So he comes up, and that little sly sucker, he really burns my buttons. So he's just like, oh, congratulations, so happy for you. Don't want to ruin the day, but little famous line where it's just like, anything that you say before but is bull. This guy, he's just basically telling Jamie, you know, thanks for all your letters. But there's a few things that you're missing from these letters, like, you know, what's going on with retrieving this Murtaugh dude, okay? And yeah, I mean, when you think about it, it probably doesn't look very well that there were so many times that Governor Tryon and his folks, like, you know, last season, were able to catch up with Murtaugh seemingly very easily. And now he enlists the help of Jamie, and he's just getting nowhere. That was basically him kind of drawing that line in the sand, like telling Jamie, don't try me. Because he's Governor Tryon. You know, you're getting a good sense of the community. That big old beautiful house that they have. They're creating a homestead, whatever you want to call it. And then that wedding is certainly something to be able to put a stamp on their life that they're creating. There was a point during the evening where Lord John and Jamie, they go for a walk. Lord John, he's telling Jamie how Willie is, that there is word that he's hearing that Bonnet has been skulking about. So people have caught sight of him, possibly. And unfortunately, Brianna heard this. She didn't tell anyone, but she was triggered. She was absolutely triggered. I mean, obviously, what she went through with Stephen Bonnet was traumatizing. And that's not something that you're just going to get over. It's even more devastating to know that there's a possibility that he is, in fact, out there and that he could possibly pop up at any point. So that's troubling. So Lord John, he told Jamie, but it's interesting, though, because Jamie, he didn't say anything to Claire. Now, it's possible that he just didn't want to bother Claire with it, not on the wedding day, and that he would tell her later. You know, it's like, I thought we weren't going to have any more secrets. I was just cracking up watching them doing their little drinking game, and they're trying to do tongue twisters. I gotta say, my daughter, she can navigate around a tongue twister like a boss. Me, not so much, even on a good day. Hilarious when Lord John, he's chosen. So he's like, do you know Shakespeare? It's like, what? Get out of here. When the evening kind of wraps up, you see Jocasta. He's leading her through the woods, and it's just like, what's going on here? What's going on? She is led to a cabin, not a cabin, whatever. It's like a little, you know, like the little wilderness shack, right? The little woodland shack. Murtaugh is there. Yeah. But in fact, what did I see? Their ship name was Jocasta? Mercasta? Yeah, Mercasta, I think is their ship name, right? Okay, anyway. Brianna and Roger, this is their wedding night, so, you know, they're getting ready for bed. But obviously, it's still weighing heavy on Brianna's mind. She has not told anyone that she knows this information about Bonnet. You could tell that there was something that was holding her back. No, Roger, he could sense this. And this is where I was like, okay, Roger, you won back some points. Thank you. He just kind of stops, you know, because at first it was just like, bow, bow, bow. But he could tell that she wasn't with it right now. He sits her down and he serenades her with the guitar. He's playing, oh, what's that song? Love, Love, whatever. Anyway, so he's singing that song. And then after he's done singing, the instrumental version of that song starts playing and over the whole scene. And so then the scene is flipping between all the different couples that were there. So you have, oh gosh, I'm like, you know, all the names are just totally escaping me. I'm just having a, but you have Jamie and Claire. You have Jocasta and Murtaugh, Brianna and Roger. I'm about to say Lauren Lyle. That's her real name. This person and this person. Yeah, each of them are in the thralls of passion with this beautiful music playing in the background. And it was just one big, sexy, sexy time. Okay, you know, we need to get that in there. Actually, it wasn't even, it was more like sexy, sexy, sexy time. Okay. Now that I got that out of my system, it was putting a cap on the show for us as the viewer. Everyone is happy. Love is in the air, etc., etc. But yeah, there's always something that has to ruin it, i.e. Governor Tryon. So he has told Jamie that he wants Murtaugh. He wants Murtaugh and he wants him now. So he's leaving a little militia group will assist Jamie in hunting down Murtaugh. They're trying to enjoy their life on the ridge. And here comes this dude, Jamie. He tells Claire, and yeah, it's sucky news, but whatever. They got to press on. Got to do what you got to do. And even Jamie, he's just like, listen, at the end of the day, I don't need this guy, Tryon. I don't need this guy as my enemy. I need him as my friend. Well, big old air quotes on friend. So this is the scene that was of all scenes, right? Because this was the scene that he put his kilt back on. And he told Claire, he's like, if Tryon wants a Scott, I'll give him a Scott. Powerful swelling of the music, everything. It was just, this episode was designed to basically tell you, don't count us out. Okay? You thought you knew this show? You thought you had us pegged. You ain't seen nothing yet. It was that good. He shows up in the doorway and he's looking off. Then he walks out. He walks outside. And then he lights the cross on fire. I.e. the fiery cross, the name of the episode. Even though he's not necessarily the Laird, he is still like that leader figure for all of these people. It was definitely a perfect opportunity to get them, number one, amped up and ready to accept him as this figure. And it was funny though, because, you know, he does this whole big speech, and then when he stops, he makes eye contact with Roger, and he's like, it was almost like, you know, like, okay, come on, swear your fealty to me. And Roger, he's just looking at him like, So the guy next to him is like, I got this. He swears his loyalty to Jamie. Then Roger, he comes up, and this is the thing that just cracked me up, because it was like if your teacher makes eye contact with you and you're like, oh God, I don't know the answer. Don't call me. And then, you know, like the guy next to him, he answers the question and kind of bails you out. Whew, you think you're done. And then the teacher calls on you, like, Roger. I guess this is how he felt in that moment, like, oh boy. So he comes up, and so then Jamie, he's expecting that he'll need to walk him through what you're supposed to say when you swear your loyalty. Then, shockingly, Roger, he knew everything by heart. Go ahead, Roger. You got some more points from me, and certainly from Jamie. Like, you see all the other English soldiers watching in the distance. They were looking at him like, whoa, he can command this type of power? Like, you're damn right he can. We're definitely at a conundrum where everything is going, because again, Jamie, he is at a very high disadvantage, because this man, Murtaugh, is his godfather. So it's not like he's going to turn him in. But I really love the fact that this character is not in the books. So this is all new. And so everyone's on the same playing field. Nobody knows what's going to happen to Murtaugh. Nobody knows what's going to happen to the story, his direct storyline. At least I don't think so. Oh my goodness. And actually I forgot. The very first scene was Murtaugh right after Ellen died. Murtaugh, he walks over to Jamie, which was just so cool because it was like old school Murtaugh, the long flowing dark hair. I'm a sucker for Murtaugh and I'm not afraid to say it. He goes up to young Jamie and he basically tells him like, listen, your mother is not here, but I will be here for you always. And that was him swearing his loyalty to him. So then the show is bookended with Jamie telling Murtaugh, I release you from your oath. That's very hard for him. Murtaugh is not just a godfather, he's like a father to him, but he's hoping that he can save his life. And he tells him, he's just like, just go, disappear. He does not want him to be found. So I don't know, like, what do you think is going to happen to Murtaugh? Do you think that Jamie will ultimately have to turn him in, or do you think Murtaugh will turn himself in? Or do you think that somebody else within the circle will find Murtaugh first? Comment down below, let me know what you think. That'll be our question of the day. Pause. Yeah, I forgot a whole bunch of stuff I didn't think of until after I finished editing my video. So to avoid making this overly long, this is what I missed. Frank. That wonderful scene between Brianna and Claire as they both reflected on Frank's absence on this special day. Roger telling Brianna at the wedding, when we go back. Clearly he means back through the stones. And Brianna wasn't too keen on that idea. Jocasta telling Murtaugh that their Ardsmuir bunkmate, Duncan Innes, asked her to marry him, which she obviously hasn't answered, and obviously hoping for that happily ever after with Murtaugh. He told her to go for Duncan. Ironic, since last season she told Brianna, sometimes you need to look at the bigger picture. Well, Jocasta, Murtaugh is a wanted man. It can't work no matter how much we want it to. Yeah. And Roger's meeting with Jocasta. You gotta love how much fun Jocasta and Ulysses were having tormenting Roger. But it was a fantastic test, which led Roger straight to Emmy to give his own oath to be his father and take care of him as his son, much like Frank did for Brianna. Okay, that's it. What else did I miss? Right after you do that, go ahead and make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And also too, give this a thumbs up because once you do all that, it certainly helps out the channel very much so. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time. Bye.